Hello everybody, welcome back to Anno 1800, and we are looking at two ships, huge colliers coming in right now. We're into Heavenly Gate. Reason for that is, well, I have a big plan in this episode. And this plan is consisting of two major ships full of building resources. What do we want to do with that? Well, basically a lot of you have been suggesting it already. I would like to move my heavy industry that we have here in this area. I would like to move this now over there to Heavenly Gate. Why do I want to do this? First of all, we have more factories to come in. We have now the telephone unlocked, for example, and we also still haven't built the steam carriages yet. And those are rather clean factories, so I'm not getting rid of all the factories. I'm just getting rid of the dirty factories. We don't want to have that here anymore. Having some factories here makes a total sense because we're going to have a huge harbor area here, right? And I would like to have some factories still in this area like we did here, but just with cleaner factories overall. So we are going to move now. Let's just see how many furnaces we actually have in Crown Falls. 18 we have, and 8 steelworks in that as well. I'm not going to have 8 steelworks anymore. I don't think we're going to need that. But 18 furnaces? Actually, I don't think we need that many either, because I'm not really consuming that much steel anymore overall. We are full anyway, but still I would like to do it to have no problem. So I think, yeah, let's make 80% of that coming in here or something like that. And if it's not enough, then we might just continue moving it or moving in more here. First things first, what I would need to do first is I would like to expand Heavenly Gate there a bit. As we can see, the town is coming along, and we still need more workforce overall. We don't have enough workforce. Sure thing, I'm getting some workforce back once I move those factories, but it's still not enough. I would like to be positive again with the workforce. Let's have a little marketplace there, and let's also have a pub. And I remember when this island was almost empty and this train track was all alone. And look at that, it's basically now traveling through a whole town there that wasn't there before. God, I love it when something like this develops then over time, and I did absolutely no plan for this. So we still have lots of things to learn actually, or at least I have lots of things to learn. And there we have now this whole new block. Let's just have some roadies there as well. And those guys here. This is important for a bit of the workforce that we're still missing on the farmer and the workers, since my latest mass upgrade in Crown Falls, so that we have them, and perhaps up here then as well a few more of them. We have enough timber. I made sure of that. So those guys here, and then we might also upgrade a few more farmers, especially down here in downtown Heavenly Gate, which is more or less this whole area there, right? So there we still have, yep, a couple of upgrades that we can do there, and thus we're getting closer to the workforce again. Now here I would like to make my stand. Here I'm going to have my factory production, so let's get rid of those roads here, and we're just going to have this road system then here, and have a bit of a distance there between them, right? And yeah, it's going to be quite a lot of factories. What I can do is I could just copy this whole layout there with the steelworks. The steelworks we don't need to copy necessarily, right? But I can just take this whole layout there and move them over there in the blueprint mode. And don't forget, once we have all these factories there, I still need to get my trade unions over there as well then, right? Because we don't have them. So having well, first of all, of course, having a big fire station is important. We are boosting it with oil right now. We do have a bit of oil here. I don't think we have oil though in the harbor area. I don't think that I'm going to boost it with oil anymore. I think we are going to take the same amount of factories without the oil boosting this time around. Because I just don't think we need an oil boost for the steel anymore. We have way too much of that anyway, and overall, yeah, it would just, I think, not be necessary. Let's have a warehouse over here, a warehouse down here as well in this area, that we can separate them. And most likely also a warehouse over here. We can also have our fire station somewhere along the road. So, yeah, let's have the fire station here. And in the center of it all, we're going to have the trade union. There it is. Right, so actually I'm making a new industrial district there. I'm not copying it one by one. And this is now a block of 8. And then we have 12. And yeah, I still need basically those 4 here to finish my steel production once again. And with that, of course, it's not over yet. We still have also the steel works. Oh boy, and they're pretty big. There we have one. And I might... Yeah, that's only one though. We could squeeze it in like that. That's not looking good though. Does it? No, it's absolutely not looking good. Now we can squeeze it in. And my gosh, also the harbor area is just totally drowning overall in Crown Falls with ships, even though we have now some harbor master items as well that increase the harbor activity, that speed the whole thing up. And we have a lot of piers. It's still too many ships coming in. So yeah, I will definitely expand the harbor then into this area, and I'm looking forward to the DLC. But I would really like to wait for the DLC here. We might be squeezing in a pier here somewhere, so that we have a depot that I don't really need anymore. Oh, we actually got some flotsam out of this one there too. But we have, or seeing how much storage I actually have, it's not the biggest of deals, and we can still squeeze in one more pier then in this area for some more ships that can arrive then this way, and hopefully that is fine overall. Where's my cargo ship? Because I still would like to get to Heavenly Gate there. A few things now. We're moving, so it's official. What I need to do is I need to get rid of those items here in the steel production, right? Because I need to take them with me. Right, so those items there, as much as it hurts, losing them for the second there it was the first one, Angela, the polyvalent workforce. And she's providing electricity, by the way. Oh my goodness, how could I forget this? We don't even need the oil there. There is another one that is boosting these steel works. And down here there was an... I think there was an epic item for... the steelworks, there it is, right? Reducing the workforce there overall too. 3 items, we cannot use more than that. Perhaps we still get a bit of timber with us there, 200 tons and a bit of bricks. Righto, let's get this ship down here. Those ships have fulfilled their purpose there. They're going to be used on a trade route though now anyway, right? So the wobbly grip we can already use. I'm going to use those 2 ships on the trade route then as well, because we're going to need a lot of stuff that is being transported to and fro from Crown Falls to Heavenly Gate. And in Crown Falls, we're basically loading in some iron. Bear in mind, we have 8 slots for the huge collie here, right? So the iron there, the iron really needs to flow in those directions, right? Iron. And we also will need coal, of course. So there is some coal that needs to be transported as well. Oh, wait a second, this is too much. Let's make 2 parts of coal there. So this is the resources. And then we're going to load the steel. There it is, in Heavenly Gate. And the steel, oh, let's make it this light. And the steel beams, this one. And we're going to load all of that, because I don't think there's going to be that many steel beams. Anyway, it's a rather slow production. We have 2 major ships, steam-ships going to and fro, so it's rather quick anyway, right? I'm expecting this one here to fill up over time, right? Because at some point the storage in Heavenly Gate will be full. This is way too much iron anyway. It will be full, so they will transport some iron with them all the time. And in Crown Falls, it's going to fill up with steel and steel beams once again. So I'd rather use 1 slot for each. And those ships are going to be full, as I said. Now, Wobbly Grebe, you are going to be on this trade route now for the steel. We have everything here. This is going to be interesting, I think at least, once we start demolishing everything here. Because I think also that a lot of these buildings here at the moment, they have a rather negative opinion. Or some of them actually had a negative opinion. It seems like it's gone though. Right? There was this feeling of unhappiness towards the pollution on this island here, but it seems to be totally gone for now. This is good, of course. One more thing, the building permit, once again. Thank you very much. And let's continue with the next ones right away. That's that. We have so many research points now at this. It's incredible. Let's push the next scholar buildings here. 5 of them. And as we can see, the telephone has been unlocked. So this is also one of the reasons why I would like to move the industry now. We still need more factories. The telephone factories are rather big, right? So it's this one here. And I absolutely don't want to squeeze them in anywhere, right? We do need the the remaining space for our things. And yeah, we just don't have any space anymore. Plus, I would also like to move this whole area here away down to the harbor area, because then we have a bit more space here for buildings. And seeing with all the DLCs how many more options and buildings are coming in, this is going to be absolutely necessary. overall. So let's just do it like that. The cargo ship has arrived with the items that we do need. Let's unload all of that. And yep, what we can do now is something fun. Let's get rid of all the steelworks. And let's get rid of all the furnaces. And boom, they're gone. Gone from this earth. We still have, what is that? The steam motors. Those I can keep. We have the advanced weapon factory. They don't reduce. Oh yeah, they do actually minus 15. But that's fine, right? Those are fine. We might move them somewhere else. Heavy weapon factory. I really don't want to move them too, because that would mean the dynamite trade route I would move as well. And it's just a never-ending loop. Let's build the furnaces there once again. That's those guys here. Have I built too many now? 16. No, it's the same. And then we have the steelworks here. And I guess those people are not too happy about what is happening to the Heavenly Gate. But you know, it's far away anyway from the major town. Over here we see the smog now rising. And in here I can now use those items there. So provides electricity for all of them. Workforce, productivity boost, overall everything is ramped up once again. There we have also the warehouses. Let's just boost all of them. And some of them actually to an even higher level. We do have the resources after all. Let's do this as well. And this is pretty much it. They're all waiting now for coal and iron to come in with the next trade route. And I think... No, that's not it. I was worried there for a second. I think the other ship, wait a second, here, Wild Swan 4 it was. And let's just check this one real quick. Wild Swan. Where is it? There it is. Where's the ship? It's in Crown Falls, so now Wild Swan 4 can also start. Right, so they're on either side now of the trade route there. And anyway, it doesn't really matter. They have so much storage that it's not the biggest of problems if it's too close. And as we can see, it's already being loaded here, this big ship there. I'm so looking forward to seeing these huge, massive ships with a big, massive harbor area that we can build with the DLC. Coming in 2 weeks already. Amazing. Now, as we can see, we have now a lot of space here. Beautiful. Did I actually? No, I did not delete the trade union. We might still need it, right? Then we have a fire station. We don't need a fire station here. We have a fire department. Oh, it's looking much cleaner here. At least the grass is still back again. The dynamites. The dynamites. What should I do with you? Do I actually need dynamites anymore? Advanced weapons, right? I don't think we do need them. We have 2,000 tons of it. I think I might just get rid of them. They're dirty, and we have so much advanced weapons we don't ever need them anymore. And I just can build them again if I do need them, right? Here, this is something I absolutely don't like. We're going to move the fire department. We're going to move this one a bit to that side. And yes, I can't move them. Sorry, pals, for anyone who is worrying right now why I'm not just moving them. This is disabled on this difficulty. So whatever I'm doing here is permanent until I delete it again. We can actually squeeze in the police station here though. And there we have, yep, a bit more space again for another factory that we can squeeze into this area. Oh, so much space here. What's that? Those are my steam assemblies. They're fine though. We can keep them. Up here we still have, oh, weapons. We don't need that anymore. This is pretty old and outdated. And, oh, yep, perfect. That's it. Now, what can we do in here? First of all, we have 2 more products that I want to go for. The first one is the actual most complex production that you have in this game, and that's the cab assembly or the steam carriages. My investors at this point, they want steam carriages. They want to drive around with that. It's the highest product you can give them. And yeah, we do have everything for that, right? We have the motor assembly, this one here, and we do have the coach maker. We don't, but we have the caoutchouc and the logs. Both of them we have plenty of. And oh, very long actually. We do need 4 of them. Imagine that. We do need 4 of them from 1 cab assembly line. This is insane. I would like to have 2 cab assembly lines. So I do need 8 of these factories here, of these coach makers. Can anyone rescue me from this? 8 of them. This is insane. That's also way too much caoutchouc that I would... Let's make 1 of them. I think with 1 of them we might be fine for now. So that's 4 of these production chains. right? And as we can see, we might squeeze in 6 here. And there we have the block of it. So this is actually now 8. This is the 8 that we need, that we would need. Let's have a street here. We can still do something else in here. Here, for example, what I could or have in mind, yes, we can have the telephone manufacturer. I would like to have a few of them. 2 for now. Those we need for the scholars. Oh, fire station. Who needs that? They don't reduce attractiveness at all. Look at that, the harbor area. And we might move the oil harbor at some point. And yeah, lots of sand mines that we don't need in this area too. Looking rather chaotic here at the moment. At least we cleaned this whole northern part up there. This one can go. We don't need that. Lots of streets that we don't need here. Fine. It's gotten cleaner. The air is looking brighter again. And there we have more space as well for... yeah, one more factory and these marquetry workshops if I need to. Let's build those 2 telephone factories. We have everything. We have the wood veneers and we have the filaments. Fine looking buildings there. They're being boosted as well. Don't forget that we're boosting everything here with electricity on top of it. And the cab assembly line, we need... yeah, I would like to prepare 2 of them. We might... this is not working. What? This is also not working. Because we have a double road here that is not necessary. You gotta be kidding me. I want to squeeze it in here somehow. Come on, I'm not giving up on this. I know it's possible. Yes, very good. There it is. There we got those factories. And there's also the warehouse right next to it. And as we can see, people can see this, right? It's not a dirty factory. It's actually looking pretty fine. It's pretty high-tech too. And it just fits also with the prison there, with the color. Then also with the Harbor Life DLC. So they all fit color-wise together. This is what I like. Those are working now. Telephones. I think we should have enough of them. Yes, it's +1. And then we only need the coach makers here. 4 of them for now. Let's start with it. And 1 of that. And thus we've built also the most complex production chain in this game. Didn't seem so complex now, right? Because we already have the steam motors and the coaches that are being prepared. We already have those productions up and running. And we have a huge surplus on that as well. The steam motors we don't need for anything other than shipbuilding. And since we're not building that many ships anymore, it's totally fine to have this. And cabs are thus coming into my investors. That means, of course, that the investors are still growing now, right? So they are not fully utilized in each of these buildings yet. And with the steam carriages, we're going to have the maximum amount of investors then in each building. And this brings us then to, I think, 30,000 investors it will be. And with 50,000, we do get an achievement that I haven't achieved yet. So this is something to look forward to. 50,000 I want to reach there. With the DLCs, it should be easy, right? They are working now. Anything else? Not that I can think of right now. Those factories down here should be working by now. There is the first ship coming in now with the iron ore and the coal. Has been unloaded. And they should now be getting all their ore. Fine, as we can see. Something is happening here. Yes, there it is. Just love to watch this one. And those factories are now brumming and working and producing me a lot of steel, hopefully. And those ships will bring it back then once again. Up here, have we finished? No, we haven't finished it yet. The telephones are coming in, so we have boosted our scholars there once again. Only, yeah, 1,500 will be needed for the radio tower then. So, yeah, okay, it's fine, right? We will probably be finished then with those buildings here, and those I don't even need anymore. But we're coming close to there. Exhibition-wise, haven't I received something? The Yellow Lotus. That is another water plant, so let's have another water area here then. So this block there. Then we have 2 water plants here and 2 tree blocks that we can use. And around it we have a lot of lots of buildings. Fine, fine, fine. And yes, that was a beautiful cleanup, and we made room for new productions. We are not at the end yet of productions though, because with the radio tower... Oh, tapestries, right. We should also still get the tapestries over here. That might be something to look forward to. And that's basically it, I think, right? Yep. And fret not about the Eiffel Tower. I've thought about a new location for it. I was suggesting this location here originally. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the museum. I'm going to place it here somewhere. And the museum we're going to move away, right? So the Eiffel Tower should be a bit more here by the central station. Makes a lot of sense actually to have it rather close to that. Or over here is also a nice location. So we have several marks. Don't forget, there's quite a few monuments coming in with the DLC. So I'm still going to need to delete a few buildings here and there. But that's still, of course, some time off. Stay tuned.